So I got a Corvette, and I'm doing a project here where I'm replacing bushings around the car. I'm going to be replacing them with the polyurethane bushings, which, you know, it is what it is. They're cheap, they're easy, they work for a while, they're great, they're not. But anyway, that being said, I've used them on other cars in the past, and I've liked them. So I don't have much to say negative about them. So anyway, some people will naysay them, but whatever. They work. End of story. Anyway, so I'm looking at videos pertaining to the upper control arm bushings, how to get them out, how to replace them. And there aren't any videos, not that I can really find, because, you know, I kind of like to see what I'm doing before I do it. You know, I'm not necessarily a visual learner, but you know what? It tends to look, you know, it's a lot easier to see it in person or see a video about it. You know, basically see what goes into the sauce. You know what I'm saying? You can read about it all you want, but actually doing it or actually seeing somebody do it in practice are two different things. So sitting here looking it up on, oh my goodness, the first video I come across was a doozy. It was less than a minute long, and the guy says, holding one of these in his hand, he says, if you are ever replacing one of these, the best way to do, replacing the bushings on these, best way to do it is to, and throws it across the room. Well, that doesn't help. I mean, you know, sure, that guy didn't know how to do the job without damaging his part, but you know, basically, this is a pretty straightforward operation here. I mean, this unit here, this rod here, goes straight out this way, right? Now it pops out. It's kind of like ball joints on a Ford Super Duty, right? Well, if a four-wheel drive Super Duty, you know, you got to do it one way. But anyway, it's you know, you got the one bolt here. And then you got the two bolts there. You bang, you got the control arm off. And then you've got one bolt here, one bolt there. You've got a big bushing there, which or a metal washer there. You can't push it this way, so you got to go that way. Well, what a lot of people don't realize on these older bushings, sometimes they don't want to move. And in order to get them to move, a lot of times you'll see people with a steel control arm, they'll melt them out. And, you know, I've got nothing against doing that. I've done that myself. I've used a torch and torched them out. But in this situation, I'm probably going to just use a drill and go around the circumference of the bushing and just kind of drill holes and relieve the tension on that. And then put it in my 12-ton press and just press it out. I may actually build a little jig to prevent this area here from crushing in, or I'll just drill it out so far that I can just pull it apart by hand. And you know what? I'm going to make a little bit of a video about it. That way you guys can kind of see what's going on. I figured, you know, me explaining it here will probably give you guys a little bit of a confidence to know how to remove this thing. You know, you can see that this doesn't have this. So you know what way you got to go. You got to go that way. But take these nuts off, or these big nuts off, and you'll have a lot easier time getting these off. But that being said, it's not that scary of a job. But I can tell you, replacing these cheap bushings or replacing the whole control arm, which is several $100s. You know, you figure out what you want to do. Ball joint's not that expensive either, so you figure out what you want to do. If you don't want to mess with it, that's fine. You know, throw it away and get yourself a rebuilt one. It don't matter. I mean, I wouldn't really throw it away unless something was wrong with it. You know, in this situation, I don't have anything wrong with it. Ball joint's pretty good, or at least appears to be good. I'm probably going to put a new boot on it just to be on the safe side, but you know, I don't know, I'm not going to throw it away because it just doesn't need it, and it just makes no sense. Anyway, guys, if you have experience with this, leave it in the comment section below. And yeah, I got a Corvette, and I'm working on it, and I'm having fun with it. Cleaning it up. I've got everything ripped apart here, and yeah, I mean, this has nothing in at all to do with this, although it does a little bit. But I'm cleaning. I'm deep cleaning. That's why I've got everything ripped apart. Passenger side kind of looks the same. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you in a later video. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a 1 year in review video. You guys are more than welcome to join me for that. And share your experiences with your car as well. And we'll just have a grand old party about it. Anyway, guys, it was nice talking with you. And I'll talk to you later.